You think you know me? Say I'm as cold-hearted as they come. You think I'm slowly cutting my ties with you, that I'm done. Here's what you don't know. Feelings, they grow slow. I've just been caring for mine. Now I can feel it. Now I believe it. Baby, tonight is the night. I'm gonna call you up in the name of love. Gonna call you up and tell you that I'm not giving up. In the name of love, I'm not giving up yet on you. In the name of love, in the name of love. In the name of love, in the name of love. You think it's easy, yeah. Falling in love, well, maybe for you. I think it's crazy, oh no. But I'll be damned if I'm not a fool. Here's what you don't know. Feelings, they grow slow. I've just been caring for mine. Now I can feel it. Now I believe it. Baby, tonight is the night. In the name of love, in the name of love. In the name of love, in the name of love. I'm gonna call you up in the name of love. Gonna call you up and tell you that I'm not giving up in the name.
Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm TarotOracle and I do the readings.
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle Show.
Krystle, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Just Chantel, welcome. Cliche, welcome. Reiki, what's going on? Evo, we got Bart Man, and I think that's it. Thank you for hanging out with me on this fine Sunday night. We're wrapping up the beautiful weekend, and why isn't this working? Why isn't this working? Is this working over here? It is working over here, but it's not working here. Hang on. Not sure what's going on. Not sure what's happening. Let me go to here. Desktop audio device, microphone. Microphone, roadcaster per thing. Is this it? Am I working now? No, now? Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? I don't think this is working. Don't think this is working. Okay. This is working, but that is not working. Why is that not working? Something get unplugged. I'm not sure. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Let's go over here and let's go to the live. That was working 10 seconds ago. View on YouTube. Can anyone hear me? Yeah, hear you loud and clear. Okay. For whatever reason, this is not working. Yeah, I can hear audio. I can see the mat. I see hands moving. Okay, we're good. Basically, it's not displaying. It's working, but it's not displaying. I don't know why. I guess I'll work on it later. Anyway, well, that's good that it works. It's always good when we have technical difficulties, but it's on my side, and that's all I see. Okay. Anyway, let's go for that. We're going to go with the Wonder World Tarot and make it happen over here. And say, Krystle, is the ex-husband still drinking? Do you mean water? Is the ex-husband still drinking Ozarka water? Is that a thing? I mean, is that it? Is that it indeed? I mean, it may be. I don't know, but let's see. You hear me. I can hear audio. I can see the mat. I can hear you. Everybody loud and clear. That's good. So that's good. Maruta, welcome. Andrew, welcome as well. More land. You got Julie, and I think that's it for the new people. Mary. No, Mary was good. Okay, Mary, welcome. Good to see y'all. Alcohol. Oh, no, they're not drinking Ozarka water. They're drinking alcohol. That's no good. You should never drink alcohol. That's rubbing alcohol is no good for you. It's just not, I mean, it just makes you, It makes you kind of dizzy when you drink that rubbing alcohol. All right, let's see. Is the ex-husband still heavily drinking? Is that going to be a thing? The Sun, 4 of coins. Oh, the 7 of cups. Oh, here's what I think the status is. I mean, just, obviously entertainment purposes only. Never seen somebody's drinking based on a fat man reading cards on the internet. But while we're here, I think they're drinking a little bit still, but something happened and they learned their lesson fairly quickly. So yeah, they're still drinking, but it's more casual. It's not as intense. It's not as bad as it was before. So that's just my opinion here. Let's look at the cards, what we got. Let's explain it out. Serena, welcome. How are you doing? But yeah, the Sun, right? I think basically they got in trouble for drinking. Something happened where they ran into a situation and they got in trouble. Somebody doesn't like it. Somebody was like, no, this is not what you kind of want to be, where you want to do. But yeah, they sort of got out there and they did something bad. They did something bad with that. The Sun is sort of exposed. It's like all of a sudden, oh my. Joy, I thank you for your donation over PayPal. Sarah, welcome to the stream. 4 of coins said they had to pull back pretty heavily. I mean, very heavily. So they're not drinking sort of casually as much. They're not consuming as much alcohol and whatnot. So they're not juicing it up as much as they had been juicing it up before. So, I mean, obviously entertainment purposes only. So did drink 4 to 7 days a week. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, 4 of coins. You got to pull it back. Either maybe they had some issues to where they had to go to court with it. Maybe they had a drunk driving issue. Maybe somebody busted them. Maybe they got drunk at work or something basically happened that exposed them to the rest of the world with their drinking issues. 10 of Swords, I got to cut it out. So I think that they did say, I mean, this is something I have to stop, something I can't really do, something that's not going to be good. 10 of Swords, I have to cut it out. I have to cease and desist. Maybe it was a court order. Maybe it was something else, but they did have a pullback on the drinking. Now, 7 of Cups is sort of interesting. I think basically they replaced that habit with other stuff. I think it could be maybe, I don't know, whatever, sort of basically they replaced it with something else. Because a lot of people do have addictions, and when they have one addiction and you cut it off, now you have a new addiction. But I do think they still casually drink occasionally, but it's not as much as it was before, and it does make them paranoid, and they're concerned about people seeing them and seeing what's going on. 7 of Cups, right? I got a lot of other options, a lot of other things I can do to feed my addiction, but drinking may not be the best option indeed. So yeah, I think the habits have been modified, which is good, because obviously if they're drinking 7 days a week or what have you, and it's causing them problems, and they're abusing people, and they're out there doing bad things, that's the way it is. Just what I'm saying. YouTube user wants to know N's feelings and thoughts towards me. Does N still like me? Does N love me? What's going on with N? Where has N been? What is N doing over there? Let's use one of our favorites. This is the only deck that you can buy from a museum, which is the weirdest thing ever. I had to buy this from a museum. It is the Slow Tarot. We're going to read quickly, but we're going to read with the Slow Tarot. We're going to read quickly, but read it slow, I guess. Ian's feelings and thoughts for me. What's going on with that? By the way, Joy, I did get your PayPal donation, and you are next. The Sun, 2 readings in a row with the Sun up in here. What is going on with all of this mess? The Sun twice in a row is the first card. Why in the world are we having this today? The Sun with a 6 of Cups. Nice. 9 of Wands. I think N is in a position to where they're expanding their social network. I think they're in that. So they're expanding things. They're finding out what's going on. They're talking to more people. They're interacting with more. And they're just getting out. They're being more social at this time. And I think that's good for them because, again, they do need to sort of blossom out or extend out or, do something other than what they did before. I think they got caught in just habits. They got caught doing things. It's just like, they need to do something different, something expanding. I think that's the big important thing. The Sun, I'm going to get out of my comfort zone and make it happen. Six of Cups, I'm making new connections. I'm getting things done with all of that. I think they ended up with a friends with benefits situation for now. I think that's important. So there you go. Nine of Wands. They still look at your connection as something that hurt, as something that didn't work. They expected it to work. They expect you to come back later. They fully appreciate that. They fully on that expectation mode where they want you to come back. They do. They just, they don't know when you're going to sort of make that decision and whatnot. So that is going to be where it is at. Anyway, those are thoughts and feelings towards you. The slow tarot. Oh man, it's been a minute since we've been using all these fancy decks over here. That is not where it goes. I put it in the wrong place. I haven't used in like forever. Today is decks I haven't used in forever day, because that is the theme for tonight. Decks I haven't used in forever. Joy is next. Joy is coming up in here with some good questions tonight. Let's see. Joy wants to know what's going on with David. Sup with Dave. Okay, well, not David. What's up with Dave, and what are his current feelings? Joi Virgo. What's up with Dave and feelings? Okay, let's see what's going on. By the way, this is the Tarot of the Divine. If you don't have this one, it is divine indeed. This is one of the few that I'm just like, just like can't make it happen. You got to make it happen. It started off at $12, but now I don't really know how long. I don't really know what the price is anymore. Somebody look that up real quick for me. What is the price of this now? Is this still $13, or did inflation jack it to $107, or like what is Tarot of the Divine? Because the main feature of this that I like the most, the thing that drew me into this deck, was it's so dirt cheap. It's a good thing. It's just amazing, but it's just so dirt cheap with that. Denise, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, Misrak, let me know your question. Now, everybody say hello to Misrak. Misrak's coming in today. Misrak has been wanting a free reading. Misrak's coming a couple of times trying to get one and has been busy. And Misrak has been so polite. Misrak doesn't spam. Misrak doesn't, demand anything. Misrak just comes in and it's just like, And Misrak's coming in asking what time we start. Very polite. Misrak, I really like you. You're very polite. You're nice. You seem very patient. Anyway, let me know what your question is, and we'll get you in there today. All right. You said go for $16. That's not bad at all. Okay. Anyway, what's up with Dave? We got the feelings and what have you. And Two of Swords, Dave's very disconnected right now. If you're looking for them to come back, looking for sort of a connection with this, they're very disconnected. You have the King of Swords, right? I need to be independent. I need to do my own thing. And that is sort of this mode of, I need to be my own self right now. I need to not be sort of focused on everybody else. I need to look inward. I need to work on myself. I need to make it happen. The Two of Swords says they're sort of isolated around it. It's sort of like a hermit card within a combo here, because we have the King of Swords, right? Looking inward, very sort of commanding, very sort of in charge. I need to do what I need to do. And it feels like they've sort of stepped up now to do that. And that is going to be a good thing indeed. Now, you do have a Two of Swords over here, which is two different worlds, two different connections. So you got to kind of watch out for that. I think that's going to be one of those things. But yeah, big hermit card over here. I need my time, need my space, I need to see what's going on. That is going to be big time. The Page of Cups too. If you're looking for feelings, they've withdrawn a lot. They've withdrawn a lot. They've pulled back a lot. A lot of the sort of the social stuff that they've been doing, some of the exciting things, some of the, the enthusiasm that you kind of see with them before has, again, been removed and has been sort of pushed down inward for now. Very sort of introspective mode, very sort of thing happening with that. Eight of Coins says they're just working on themselves right now. Will they come back back to be a better person at the end of the day? I'm going to think so. I think that we do have a thumbs up for that. Again, it looks like they're very focused. They're very making it happen and whatnot. So that is going to be a very powerful mode and very powerful thing that you have going on within the scope of that. All right. What is next? We got Joi. By the way, that was PayPal. Catching up on the PayPal readings. Oh my, that's the wrong button. There's a PayPal. Catching up on the PayPal readings. I'm lucky I got a pop filter. PayPal. Peter Popper picked a peck of pickled peppers. See, that's why you have a pop filter on your microphone. If you don't have a pop filter on your microphone, that sounds absolutely horrible because I can't see the sound. We're having a glitch tonight with OBS. OBS is not showing me the sound. It looks like there's no sound, but y'all saying it's nice and clear, so I'm going to continue on. I don't know what's going on. That's an OBS thing, right? Why do I need to feel that I need to move houses every 2 years? What's wrong with me? That's an interesting question. Now, we're going deep tonight. We're going deep into the decks that we don't normally get on the table. And I'm going to admit now that I'm kind of that the new deck chaser. I'm the new deck chaser because I think a lot of people do come in here looking for the newest deck, right? Because if I just unboxed it, people want to see how it read, and I think that's what I like about having a tarot channel because I can be different than everybody else. Here's my main goal. I do not want to be one of those tarot channels that just unboxes a deck and goes, "Oh, this looks pretty," and then puts it on the shelf. And then you see it on the shelf in the back, and you're like, I wonder about that deck. It looked really cool a couple of days ago. I want to be the person that unboxes it and does 100 readings with it. So you get to see it in action. 100 readings, we put it through its pace because that would be like unboxing a new phone, right? You got the new iPhone 21 or version 14 or whatever is coming. And you open the iPhone and then they never boot the iPhone up and play with it. That's not me. I want to get the deck and I want to play with it. Put it out there. How does it read? How does it perform? Let's see it live. Because some of these decks read like stinkers and you don't know that until you get them on the table. So I'd rather do the whole picture rather than one little thing. But that is it, That is it. Anyway, Mary, I got your question in the queue. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. By the way, this is the Dream Tarot, which does have not one but two of my cards in it. So always excited with all of that good stuff. All right. Well, we need to move all the time. What's going on? Four of Swords, a little bit of a Cup. Oh, man. I'll tell you what, we're going way deep tonight. I think that you realize something is coming with meeting people. Something is coming with sort of stumbling upon somebody. You're going to meet somebody that is karmic in mind. You're going to meet somebody that is karmic that you've met before, that you've known before, and that is going to be important, a distinction in one of your moves. I think you feel it instinctually. You feel it sort of that intuitively type thing, but you just don't know when. And you feel like the more I move, the more opportunities I have out there, the more I'm doing that, I'm going to meet this individual. And I do indeed think you meet that individual. So that is a very valid point. Eight of Pentacles too, right? Feels like we need to keep moving. Feels like we got work to do. And that's the other thing. We got work to do. We have things to do. It's almost like you need to work at moving. You need to work at something. I think if you sit still too long, you feel like you're stagnating. You feel like you're not growing. You're not expanding. You're not doing all of the magical things that you sort of like to do. And I think you really want to expand and grow. And part of that for you is moving a house, moving into a different section and whatnot. So there you go. Ace of Swords, communicating, looking for somebody that is karmic, somebody that is going to come into your life indeed. Now, the Four of Swords is sort of interesting too. You like the process of hunting for a house. It's always the grass is greener all the time, everywhere, except the grass is not greener in Texas, by the way. We have a new mandate that says we can only water our lawn once a week. So the grass is not greener in Texas. That Four of Swords, a delay, sleeping, planning, because this is a big planning card indeed. I think that's going to be good, right? So the planning, you like planning. You like trying to find that place that's greener. The place is going to be gray. The place is going to be sort of magical. The place is going to be your final countdown kind of thing. The place is going to make you happy. And it does is that chasing the grass is greener sometimes. But that is what, that's what it is. That is where we go. Sky, welcome to the stream. What's going on? All right, here we go. Mary, Super Chat isn't working and PayPal ain't working either. Mary, you're having a rough night, my friend. You're having a rough night. I am going to add more payment processors. I will add more payment processors soon. So don't fear. T.O. is here. All right. Now, Misrak is coming back. I've been texting him, waiting. My alarm still missed it. Not a problem. You see a chance of reading. Okay, what was Misrak's question? I don't know why it didn't appear in my thing. Let's look. Misrak did actually ask. There you go. Can I get better from my anxiety and depression soon? I mean, Lexapro is a hell of a drug. I mean, entertainment purposes only, but I mean, while we're here, Lexapro is a hell of a drug. All right, let's look at a lesser used kind of deck. Andrew, what do you think? We use the Key Tarot. We use that quite a bit. Oh man, what do you want over here? Let's use this one. It's actually a lot of the decks I'm pulling out today. I really don't have any idea what they are because this is like the lesser known or what have you. I remember the Stripe situation. Yeah, they banned me. So in case you don't know the story, by the way, I got banned off of. I got banned off of, what was it, Stripe or what other one of those? Anyway, I got banned off a payment processor because they said that I was selling tarot decks and that was forbidden. And I'm like, they sell tarot decks on Amazon, you stupids. I mean, sometimes you got to be straight to the point, But anyway, yeah, they did Square up. Anyway, Square banned me from taking payments because they said that I was selling tarot cards. And apparently tarot cards are evil. And they're not allowing anybody to sell tarot cards. So I got banned and they deleted my account. So yeah. Anyway, I discussed that in my book, by the way, How to Make a Living with Tarot. Anyway, so yeah, but that section of the book says don't go to Square. Anyway, so yeah, you can't sell tarot cards on Square because tarot apparently is evil and you're not allowed to do it. And, then they wrote me that. And of course, I replied back with, Amazon sells tarot. My local bookstore sells tarot. I mean, why can't I sell tarot? I can sell tarot on all the other platforms except yours. But yeah, so whatever, you don't want my business, you don't want my business, whatever. Anyway, can I get it better from anxiety and depression soon? Well, maybe not on this stream because I did talk about something that was kind of depressing, but I don't know. Forest creatures, there you go. But yeah, can you get better? The Magician says you need something to focus your mind on. What you're doing, you're sitting there, you're not focusing, you're not really sort of in that mode of sort of having a goal. If you have a big goal, if you have a big ambition, big plans, you're really excited about getting that done. Okay. And that eliminates a lot of anxiety. It eliminates a lot of depression because your mind is focused on something. You're excited about it. You're making it happen. More Linda, thank you for your donation. And the King of Cups, too, says your mind is not very focused. In other words, what can you benefit from? Maybe you could benefit from meditation, focusing your mind, because a lot of your mind wanders back to these depressing thoughts, these anxiety thoughts, and you need to focus your mind and be in control of your thoughts. Otherwise, you're going to wander into the negative stuff. And you're going to basically get sort of in that mode where you feel everything is negative, even when there's beautiful things around you, right? 10 of Wands basically says you have too many things that you're focused on, too many negative thoughts that you're focused on, and you're just letting them brew through your head like ghosts in there, and you don't need to allow that. First thing you need to do is meditation. Get control over your thoughts. If you don't, then yeah, you're going to lean your thoughts towards the negative, towards the bad things, everything's everything's terrible, blah, blah, blah. That doesn't do anybody any good, and especially not you. Second thing you need to do is to have a goal. Have big, lofty goals. Have some amazing goals in there, because you don't want your mind, you want to keep your mind busy. You don't mind wandering around, basically thinking of whatever. So the better the goals, the more focused the goals, I think the better off you're going to be. Now, the star says find somebody to help. That could be a counselor. It could be your best friend. Basically, you want to get things off your chest. And a best friend or a counselor will also tell you what's going on with your speech, right? They'll tell you, dude, you're just complaining about stuff you can't control, or you're complaining about stuff that, you know, that's long gone, and you need to sort of move on at this point. So they'll be real with you. That's what you need. You need people being real with you. So there are your 4 steps to solving that, especially sort of, you know, counselor always helps. You talk it out. Because like a counselor will tell you straight up that you're doing this bad behavior. You're doing this. It's not doing you any good. And that really helps, because it's like, well, I didn't even think about that. And, you know, thank you for letting me know. Joy is letting me know what were David's thoughts in the real when he read the text message that I sent for his birthday. Oh, my. David the Leo's getting some texts, and they're trying to figure out how to interpret it or what to do about it. Let's use the Bumbleberry Hollows deck, everybody's favorite deck. Tonight is all about the Bumbleberry Hollows deck. We haven't used it in forever. It's been over there all lonely. It's a cute little teddy bear deck. I mean, can we use the teddy bear deck? This is a cute little teddy bear deck, and let's make it happen over here. Joy wants to know, what are the feelings? We've done some texting back and forth. We got the birthday. By the way, belated birthday to the special person, or I guess the ex-special person. But yeah, you know, we're a little late. We're a little late on this channel, but that's okay. All right. You know, they cut the birthday cake, 3 of Swords. Overall, they don't like it. They don't like the message. They didn't like what was going on. They feel like that things are tumbling out of control. They feel like there's a lot of things there that need to be fixed or needs to be. I mean, you know, the world says that y'all have come in a big circle, and they really don't like it. It feels like you've been here before. Things are not going as well as they did before. They don't feel like a lot of traction, a lot of movement has been done forward, and that's kind of where they want to go, is forward. We're not looking back. We want to go forward. Maybe we want to forgive, forget, get things out of the way. That is going to be pretty sort of in there. 2 of Wands, though. 2 of Wands. They liked the situation before. They liked it before. And things happened. It went a little sour, went a little south. They're not exactly on the same mode anymore. But, I mean, the Knight of Swords is, you know, the 2 of Wands kind of says that's where we're going. Overall, they want to move forward and forget about the past. Can you do that, Joy? That's the question. Can you do that? Can you move forward? Can you forget about the past? Can you forgive? Can you get into the next mode of things? So the 3 of Swords says if we don't, we are going to be stuck in a mode of heartbreak. We're going to be negative information back and forth, stuck on this, stuck in that, not really making any good forward progress. Ideally, you need forward progress in a lot of things in your life. And I think if we can get that going, then that is going to be magical indeed. Yeah. Bumbleberry Hollows coming through again, because it's the win is what I'm talking about. Denise Dear, does Matthew still love me? Well, we love you. I think Matthew should love you too. Let's go for the lesser used decks tonight. We're going to go with the, what is this? This is the, this is the, what is this? It's a Witches. Yeah, it's the Witches. Ellen Dugan, Witches Tarot, I believe. Yeah, I like this one. This was a really pretty deck. I kept, you know, in the old days, I confused this with a Ciro Marchetti deck because the art is a little same, but a little samey. You know, it's been so long. Let's, Occult Materials is on Square's list. Occult Materials. Okay. I mean, I'm going to sell it. I mean, Amazon sells tarot decks. I mean, I guess. Anyway, it was occult materials. It's not allowed on Square. If you are selling tarot decks, you are a bad boy or girl, and they're going to ban you. So, yeah, we're going to move to another payment processor because there's 100 to choose from. So, luckily we can choose. The good news is YouTube is very warm and welcoming to us tarot readers. Now, I know a lot of y'all in the past, let's discuss this for a minute. I'm sorry, Denise, you got to wait a minute. In the past, I know a lot of people are very focused on YouTube's going to ban us, YouTube's going to go in. YouTube now has a tarot section to where the big name YouTubers are on cards. So you have the Try Guys will be like Justice card or something like that, and YouTube will generate you a reading and pull different cards, and the different cards will have YouTube famous people in it. So YouTube is very warm, open, and welcome to tarot right now. So thumbs up on that. If you think we're going to get banned, we're not. Go and watch the new YouTube tarot section with all the cards being made from popular people. Anyway, but that's good news. That's good news. So Square doesn't like us. YouTube loves us. God bless you. We're on YouTube. Thank you, YouTube. I appreciate you. Okay, does Matthew still love me, though? Moon, Queen of Swords, Ace of Swords, and the Hanged Man. Do they still love you? Moon says, I still have some good feelings, some great connections. The Moon says, I'm still not emotionally disconnected from you. I'm still emotionally in that mode where we are connected. I feel like our emotions are the same. I feel like I can still feel your thoughts and feel your feelings. And a lot of the emotions that are good, a lot of the things that are beautiful between us are still rocking and still going. So there's that. There is that. It's difficult sometimes to get rid of that emotion. I think that's going to be great for it as well. So the moon says the emotional resonance is still there. And I think you kind of know this in an intuitive level. You kind of understand that, yeah, they do have something. There's something there. It hasn't really wandered off quite yet, what have you. Queen of Swords, though, says they don't love everything. A lot of the communication, a lot of the thoughts and stuff are not exactly on the mode for that. So emotions, A-okay, thumbs up for that. Some of the thoughts and some of the, I guess just the raw kind of communication levels are just not there as far as they need, though. I think with a little bit of communication, a little bit of things settling down or getting going with the communication again, I think would be a key component that keeps them on the line. So if you want to get the communication, get some good communication and something deeper level, like not how was your day, doesn't really work. And that works for a friend or what have you. But if you're looking at somebody who loves you, somebody who really enjoys being around, you need a deeper level, a deeper sense of communication with that. So the emotions are strung in very good indeed. We just need the intellectual level to be a little more consistent. I think things will go well. You got the Queen of Swords. We're rejecting a lot of thoughts. We're sort of a lot of negative things sort of swirling around here. We don't really need those to creep in. Ace of Swords, let's start over with that. Let's get a valid connection. Let's get some good things happening. It's going to be good for everybody. Hanged Man says ultimately, and I mean ultimately at the end of the day, the Hanged Man says things are going to basically get better over time. They get better over time. We are going to get in a point where the stock market just crashes as per the relationship, right? You have a relationship crash kind of thing. I think you're going to get that indeed. So that's where you kind of want to be here. Basically, get the communication, get that started, get it cleaned up. Let's get a deeper level. That's going to be very good indeed. The moon, the emotions are taken care of. We don't have to do a lot of stuff with the emotion. We don't have to address this as much as the communication at this point. It'd be random with me, welcome, and with Son, welcome as well. Tonight is the neglected tarot night. What's that cartoon with the Santa Claus? The island of neglected toys or something like that. Anyway, I used to love that thing when I was little. Is B actually fine emotionally? I generally don't like him. But the fact that the past readings have been negative related to it seems concerning. All right. Is B fine emotionally? Are they okay? Are they going to be thumbs up emotionally? That's a good question. A lot of times you just don't know. You just don't know. Let's go over here. And let's get another of the Isle of Neglected Toys. It is called, this is one of my favorite, the Druidcraft Tarot. You know, if you have been here for the 11 years of my tenure on YouTube, you have seen the Druidcraft Tarot for 11 of the freaking years. YouTube user, thank you for your other donation. Let's look at the condition of this. Now, I did hand trim it. So if you're like, bro, that looks rough, you're right, because I did hand trim it with scissors 11 years ago. So yeah, it does look rough, you know. YouTube user, thank you for your other donation. But it looks beautiful trimmed, though. It looks so much better. Man, I can't imagine reading with this not trimmed. Like, you're really missing out. Island of Misfit Toys. There you go. Lion was awesome. Moon Racer, the Winged Lion. There you go. Man, that was a long time ago, you know. It's the Christmas cartoons. Everybody loves them. Now, there are some wieners in this deck. So if you're averse to wieners, you're going to probably see one in this deck. I don't know. That one's covered up. Or whatever that is covered up. So, yeah. That is, you know, you got some genitals in the deck. Anyway, all right. Is B actually fine emotionally? I think so. I think there's all indications here that says yes. I mean, if you're looking for a thumbs up, you kind of got it. They are fine emotionally. We're going to go with a thumbs up here. Looking good. The Empress is difficult to say no. It's difficult to say, you know, they're having issues, but yeah, it's so nice. It's so stable. And you have sort of the strength card over here too. Very stable, very good on their side. Now there's two different behaviors here. Let's look at both. The first thing that we have are they good emotionally? I think they present themselves in a way that's not good. And I'll say that again. You can be good emotionally, but you present yourself in a way that's not great or is kind of challenged, you know? So maybe I'm just fine, but I'm just poor at discussing things. I'm poor at telling people. Maybe my social skills aren't at the honed level that I would like. You know what I mean? But yeah, they're fine emotionally. You have the Empress. In other words, they like themselves. They like sort of that environment. They're kind of okay with what have you. But yeah, they sort of in that mode of sort of calm and finding peace within themselves indeed. The world says that it's sort of difficult to find that spot, though. It's difficult to find that. Because there is a level of indecision or not really, or overthinking things, not really enjoying life as it is and always trying to reach for more or trying to extract more that's possible to make it happen. The world, it seems like they're a little too out there, a little too hyperactive, a little too anxious sometimes with, again, what they present to the outside world. Strength says they're finding that part in them that is more reliable, is more stable, and is going to be better overall. But yeah, I think overall they're okay, but they're very socially challenged. They're in that mode of not exactly communicating the way that they need to communicate things. They disagree with things a lot. Basically, social skills are kind of not where they need to be, I guess. I think that's going to be there. Anyway, am I going to meet this karmic person this time? I just moved in yesterday. Oh, my. All right. So in case you didn't watch the beginning of the stream, Sarah likes to move. And I mean, I don't know. Sometimes moving's great. Sometimes moving's not great. Depends on where you end up. Nicona, welcome. Good to see you. Man, tonight is the Island of Misfit Toys decks. These are the decks that we do. By the way, the Spacious Tarot just got more cards. I don't know why. I didn't read it, but I got an email that said the Spacious Tarot has an expansion. And I don't know what that means, because if you got the tarot cards right now, well, what else are you going to add? I guess an oracle. There is a spacious oracle, I think. Maybe that's what they're talking about. But yeah, we need to do that. Still trying to arrange some IRL time with an old theater friend. Oh my. Watch what theater you go to. You don't want to end up like Lincoln. Anyway, I'm going to meet that karmic person this time. We're in the fresh place, the fresh location. Elder of Wands, 10 of Swords, and the Guardian of Pentacles and Justice. Oh, I was leaning towards a no, but I'm actually going to say yes. I'm actually going to say yes. The reason is the Justice card. You're looking really at a karmic situation or a karmic place or some place that does get you where you want to be, has a lot of influence, has a lot of potential, a lot of excitement as well in there. So I think actually, yes. I wasn't going to say yes, but I think maybe. 10 of Swords says basically something has been cut from sort of that chase or something that you're doing. It's almost like you're going to be there for a little bit longer than you expect. So it could be longer than 2 years. Maybe the housing market crashes and you can't really resell it. Maybe there's some other things that are challenging that won't let you go through. Priya, thank you for your donation. Hello to you. But yeah, the 10 of Swords says you're going to be there a little bit. There's a cutting action. There's basically sort of a pulling back with this. 10 of Swords says you're not going to be able to move for a little bit. You're going to be stuck there for a while. So I hope that you enjoy where you are at. Nikona, thank you for your donation. Guardian of Pentacles. Sarah, there's some home business. There's something you're going to end up doing. It's going to make you money. It's going to make you a little bit of extra cash. I think that's the important thing, and that should be sort of maybe where we're focused in. It's almost like that this location just generates money for you. It generates some good stuff, what you're looking for. I think it's going to be there. Guardian of Pentacles is great. So we're sort of collecting things, pulling things in. Overall, the Justice card being the last card, again, is a karmic card. It is about weighing things, balancing things. I think you end up meeting this person. It could be with sort of your new home business or your new idea that you have. And I mean, reach deep down, because I think you have more than one idea that's going to be marketable, that's going to make you money, that's going to be exciting for everything in that. Elder of Wands says get that fiery aspect out there, make it happen, and you're sort of uniquely positioned to get some of this stuff done this time. Anyway, it is the Island of Misfit Toys tonight. I'm not saying the decks are bad. I'm just saying we're using decks we don't normally use on the stream. Morlind is next. What does J.A. really want from me? And do they have any feelings? Nakona, thank you for your donation. I appreciate it. Priya, thank you for your $1 donation. Thank you. All right. We're going to use this one. It's the Island of Misfit Toys tonight. We're going to use the decks that have been sitting here collecting dust. We need to get them out there. They've done amazing for us in the past, and we need to make these happen. Need to make these happen tonight. I think that's going to be the key component tonight. All right. What does Jay really want from me? Do they have any feelings going on there? Queen of Hearts. Oh, man. The Chariot, the Star, you got some good cards here. I think you're really looking at the feelings being somewhat genuine, but not fully manifested. In other words, the feelings need to brew some more. It's like the coffee that hasn't brewed long enough, and you just need to brew it a little bit more. Then things would be better. Things would be a little bit superior, but the feelings are there. They just need to grow. They need to expand, and they need to brew a little bit more. Queen of Hearts, emotions galore. You're talking water of water, a lot of magic, a lot of good things happening here. It just feels like it needs to manifest more. It needs to expand and happen. The Chariot says it will. This is something that needs to move forward. I don't know, Moreland, if you're the one moving it forward. or if they are the one going to be moving it forward. But somebody has to step up, and they are going to be in that mode of sort of, they need to step up. They need to make some action happen. They need to be on target with this, because the star says this is somebody who is sort of destined to change you a little bit. They're destined to affect you. They're destined to sort of make an impact, or sort of touch you in some way or some manner. Here, the star says we have some place to go. Normally, the star by itself really kind of doesn't say that, but it's beside the chariot. Like, we need to move towards the guiding light. We need to make some action here. It's like we're going to do this together. We're going to walk through this at the same time. That's going to be the individual key component here as well. Overall, it feels like there's an abandonment that may happen here. Like somebody just gives up, or somebody just says, screw it, I'm not interested anymore. I don't want to deal with it anymore. That could be one of the options that comes out. But somebody is going to make kind of a drastic decision here. In my opinion, of course, we have this tarot. This is the... Oh, what is it? This is the one that everybody made fun of me. A couple of people posted in the comments. They're like making fun of me for it. And they were like, you don't know every subject in on the earth. And I'm like, well, yeah, you're right. I don't know everything. Anyway, YouTube user, man, YouTube is just kicking me in the teeth tonight. YouTube user's not even in chat. I don't even see a YouTube user chat. Rose, I thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. YouTube user typed something, but it's not even in my chat. Man, YouTube is really not giving me what I need tonight. Let's see. My new neighbor mad at me. We need to improve things. Misrak, we already got you. And Morlin, we got. YouTube user, you said many times, someone before in possibly Keeper. All right, I'll meet this man. We use this for after. Okay, let's see about this. All right, we found it, and we're going to be able to paste it. I'm glad it's not taking a crap like this. Not taking a crap like this during a busy night. Tina, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, let's see. I will meet someone. You said I'll meet someone before the end of the year, possibly a keeper. We'll meet this person before the movie Wakanda Forever. Okay. Okay. So apparently Wakanda Forever is making an impact on your life to where, you have it's like before Christ and then AD. I guess, I don't know. Anyway, let's see what's going on with that. Ace of Pentacles. There's not a Wakanda Forever card in tarot. So we're going to have to wing this. We got to wing it. I think hopefully it'll be all right. Page of Wands, 10 of Cups. Going to be after Wakanda Forever releases. There's my answer. Ace of Pentacles. We do have something starting. We do have something bright, something sunny, but it needs to move. It needs to keep moving, right? Page of Wands is not something that's ready to manifest right now, something that's not ready to explode, make happen, doing all that. I think that's going to be good. Page of Wands is just not ready to come there. And the 10 of Cups is sort of after that feeling. Happy home, happy family, after Wakanda Forever. Going to the movie with somebody. I mean, YouTube users got sisters apparently, so I don't know. I don't know. I mean, we're just winging it. There's no Wakanda Forever card, but I try. I do try. August career. What is going on with August? Tonight, we're using the tarot cards we haven't used in a long time. And that is going to include the Heaven and Earth Tarot. I'm not sure what happened with the Heaven and Earth Tarot. I should be using this all the time. This is one of my mainstays. I love the deck, and I'm not sure why I don't do it. But, I mean, you got to do what you got to do. Let's try and see what's going on. August career, hopefully, we'll see what's going on with that. You got okay, you got Wands, we got 3, and we got the 6. Man, August is the time to start looking for a job. I'm going to tell you that now. Julie and a wise one, thank you for your donations. I appreciate you. August is the time to look for a job. You're searching, you're scanning, you're seeking that particular job, looking for where it is, trying to figure out what we're doing next, sort of, open to the possibility of doing something different, doing something exciting. There is that sort of meeting, the opportunity to get a new job could be very powerful in August indeed. So definitely go forth and try that out and see where that's going to go. Basically, take some action and make it happen. If you're going to look for a job, August is going to be a very, very powerful thing. Start looking, start scanning around, and ultimately make it happen. And there you go. There is your August career. So that kind of says, look for a job now. I mean, you've had some issues. You've had some issues at your current job. Maybe it's time to go out there and find out what's going on. Anyway, Priya wants to know. Let's see. We got a $1 donation from Priya. Let's see, Priya. No, that is not how you spell Priya. Priya. There we go. Priya wants to know, what does Kay, my boss, think about me? Hopefully they like you. I'd like to see that, Hopefully they like you. We're going to use a Tarot of Mystical Moments, man. How long has it been since we have used a Tarot of Mystical Moments? Tonight is the decks that aren't new. The decks that aren't new. They're still good, but they aren't new. Because I have a habit of using all the fancy new decks. Man, the Knight of Pentacles. The boss think that you do good work, you're very focused, you know what you're doing, and you're able to get things done, right? You're the person that produces, and that is important, and that is going to be a very good sign indeed. Knight of Pentacles. Riding forward, we have the stability, we have the production, we have the settled reliability that is good with that. Priya also wants to know, where am I headed for in the career? Well, it seems like you're headed for someplace good because they do like you indeed. Where are you headed for? I think ultimately somebody gives you a hot tip or somebody drags you into another position at the same job. Let me specify that. At the same job. Somebody drags you into another position there. So it's like a lateral move, and you have some excitement, you have some possibilities, you have some good things there. And overall, it just looks clean, good. It looks pretty presentable, and overall, it just looks nice. Six of Pentacles is nice indeed for that happening. All right, that's the Priya out of that. Nikona has a couple of questions. August reading, what is happening, where's it going, and ultimately, where am I going to be in the middle of August? Oh, Nikona. First thing intuitively I say is that something's going to happen in the middle of August. I mean, we're going out there. I'm just going to go on a limb. We're going to make it happen. And I'm going to tell you that something's happening to you at the middle of August. So let's kind of see overall August, maybe some clarification of what's going to happen, because we have some moving parts that you need to handle in mid-August. Wow. You got a Page of Wands and a Four of Wands. A new home. A new home. That's basically what it's saying. There's your two-word analysis of what's going on. I feel like the middle of August basically uproots you in some manner or some way. The Death card. There's some transformation happening to you. And I think it kind of peaks in mid-August. And that's good. That's good. Because a lot of times transformation leads you into a direction that you kind of want to be, or leads you in a direction that makes you better or opens doors that otherwise would not have been open. And change a lot of times gets you there and makes it happen. Page of Wands, though, says, I don't want the frickin' change. That's so common, right? That happens so many times. Christina, thank you for being a member of the TarotOracle family. Okay, you have the Page of Wands. I'm just not ready. You're not ready. I don't think you're going to be prepared. And again, look for mid-August. Just saying there. Four of Wands, a new happy home, happy family, a new home. Let's review the happy home, happy family, shall we? You move tomorrow. There you go. Four of Wands. We have 3 levels. I talk about this in my book. Link in the description for my book. It's an ebook. It's only $8. That's cheaper than almost every Amazon book you're going to get. And this is packed with information. I talk about the 3-home escalation. 4 of Wands is a happy home, happy family, but it's a new happy home, happy family. The other Christina, I don't know what's going on. We got 2 Christinas. Apparently we have welcome the member. Welcome the member. There you go. All right. Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, the 3 levels, the 4 of Wands is the initial home where we're building a new home. Then you have the 10 of Cups. We have a new home, emotional resonance. We have the 10 of Pentacles. We've been there for a while. So that is sort of the levels, but that's sort of where it is. And that is going to be your August anyway. Now, can we get you some love? Nakona needs all the love. 1 to 100% of the fresh, amazing, beautiful love with that. Hermetic Tarot. Where the hell did I put that? Here it is. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. Do we have a request for it? We're doing all of the old decks. We have a request for the Hermetic Tarot. Love reading is the perfect place to use this too. It's a super accurate, absolutely amazing and whatnot. Man, the death card is just creeping into every reading. We had the sun card at the first. Now we got some death card up in here. 7 of Swords is in there, right? Somebody from your past, an opportunity that wasn't quite there, that didn't manifest the way that we needed it. That is going to be in. Ms. Tarot, welcome. Good to see you. How you doing tonight? Misrak, missed the reading. Misrak, go to 20 minutes and 34 seconds. Misrak, you got to rewind it. 20 minutes and 34 seconds. That is where your reading is. All right, somebody from our past, the death card. Man, they're really trying to sell you. Nakona, they're really, really trying to sell you. They're like, Nakona, you have no idea what I've been through, Nakona. I have been through everything. I have changed so much. There's so many things that have occurred that you don't even know about. I'm ready to give it another try. Jamie Lee, I thank you for your donation. Now, the Ace of Cups says, do it. Just go for it. Screw it. Go for it. Because I think they're being honest with you. I think they're being legit. I think they're like, yeah, I have changed. I have altered. Things are different. Nakona, and that's what you kind of need up in there. That's what I'm talking about. All right, who is next? We got Rose is next. Rose Flower. You are amazing indeed. Will you go to India next year? I've always wanted to go to India. I've always wanted to go. I work with a lot of people from India, and they tell me all the coolest places I need to go. So I got like my whole India trip mapped out and planned. You know what I'm saying? I got everything mapped out, got it all planned out. Oh man, let's see. You know, I can't wait. That's going to be fun. Only thing about India is be aware that's like a 15-hour flight. If you get like headwinds, it could stretch out to like a 17-hour flight. So you definitely want to medicate a little bit so you can sleep. You definitely want to sleep because yeah, you don't want to be awake for 15 hours. Man, anyway, all right. Will I go to India next year? Queen of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, and the 2 of Pentacles. I think that you really want to go. I think that you got it planned, but I think something gets in your way. Something gets in your way, right? Something gets in your way a little bit. Robin, welcome. Good to see you. Queen of Pentacles. Look, I got the cash. I got the cash. That is going to be the big thing. I have everything that I need. I should be able to make the trip. Not going to be a big problem. 3 of Wands. I think you're like me. You got it all planned out. You've been looking around. You know where you're going to be. You know where you're going to stay. You got the trip ready. You're ready. Like if you go right now, you're ready. Now, Two of Pentacles says you have to pay for something else. Something comes up that makes it a little bit difficult to go. So I'm going to go with a thumbs down. It's not like you can't go. It's like something else gets in your way at the last minute. And Rose, you know that is my prediction. Entertainment purposes only, but I'm just saying right now that that's what it looks like. Now, will Nick or Chris reach out to reconcile? Tina B's got a throwdown over here. What I'm talking about.
Time for a tarot throwdown.
Now, speaking of an oldie but goodie, is what I'm saying. Mon, oh Jesus, how long has it been? Mon, it has been, wow. When is the last time you were here? Man, it is very good to see you, Mon. That has been, like, Mon hasn't, when is the last time? I gotta, wait a minute. We gotta, okay, Tina, you're gonna have to wait a second. We gotta go research when Mon, when's the last time you were here? Oh my God. Let's go over to the donation list over here and see. Where was that old Log Phillips coach at? Dump? No, it's not Dump. I'm not sure where it is. It's not timestamps. Is it timestamps? No, not that. It's not chat. It's not chat. Donation. It's not donation. Let me get a size. It's going to be a really big file. No, I have no idea where it is. Anyway, it's been a minute. Good to see you. I don't know why I can't pull up my log from when the last time you joined. All right, this is a tarot throwdown. If you're new here, then this is just a World Wrestling Federation throwdown between two options. You got number one, Nick is over here in the left corner. In the right corner, we have Chris. Who is going to win about that? Who is going to get that connection going with that? Now, Nick looks like is just bad. It's almost like if Nick comes around, Nick is going to be kind of challenged. Nick is not going to be on the same page. Nick's just having problems, is what I'm saying. Nick is coming in with not only baggage, but just a lot of things you really don't want to deal with. Overall, just man, the 5, you got the 4 over here. It looks like just a collection of old baggage, and they're bringing it all back in. So all the things that you didn't like about Nick in the end, all the things that really annoyed you, that sort of got on your nerves, they're bringing all of it back for you as a big old gift. It feels like Nick you should just avoid. I think Nick you should avoid. A lot of good stuff with Chris, though. I think Chris is going to be the one, right? YouTube user, thank you for your donation. Chris is going to be the one indeed. You're sort of looking at this big, fiery aspect over here with the Knight. The Knight doesn't play. The Knight has a lot of action. Over here, you have the Lord of Defeat. Over here, you have the Knight. Very movement, very fiery, very action-oriented, taking it, making it happen. And we want to get back to normal. We were in it to win it. However, it says Chris is almost ready to get serious. They're ready to address some of the things that we had before, and they're ready to move on and make something big and exciting happen indeed. So it is a clear winner with this competition that Chris comes out on top, is what I'm talking about. Chris comes out on top. Julie, is my next long-term relationship gonna be with R? Let's see what's going on with that. I mean, R could be. R's not bad. I mean, we're not gonna kick R out of bed, I guess. But yeah, let's see what's going on with R. Maybe, maybe not. Oh, let's see. I'm going to be with R again. Long-term relationships are tricky. You got to deal with a lot of stuff. You got to reach in and deal with a lot of your issues in long-term relationships that you haven't dealt with before. This you haven't sort of, put forth before. Anyway, let's see what's going on. Man, I mean, we're going to say yes. I mean, we get the love balloons already. Get the love balloons already. I think that's going to be a big component here. Queen of Pentacles. is about long term. It is about addressing some of the things that we haven't addressed. It is about getting some action, getting some things, finding the stability that we need. Very big indeed. Two of Cups is the connection that you're looking for, that you need, that you're scanning around, making it happen. Two of Pentacles is it's time to decide. Julie, that's the thing, right? It's time to decide, because a lot of things that have been holding you back are you really don't want to make a decision until you have everything on the table. And some of this is just not everything on the table. Some of this is not some of the things that you want to deal with. Nine of Wands says you're both wounded warriors with this, but we can make it work. We have to make some big decisions. We have to go forth with that. I think that's going to be the main component here. So overall, I'm going to say yes. We got the love balloons. We got all the magic. We got making everything happen. We're using all the decks we haven't used in a minute. Like this one. Like this one. This one's exciting indeed. Wise one, you're wise indeed. Week ahead with the white fly tarot. All right. We haven't used a white fly in a minute. Wise one likes that white fly. That's that white fly. Wise one. I can tell you how to cure yourself of the white fly tarot. I mean, did you order this, wise one? Do you have this? Did it stank? And I mean, did it stank? It stank like the tarot deck has never stank before. I would say, go back and watch my video of the dollar store tarot. That one stank. This one made the dollar store tarot look like fine perfume. All right. Just fine, musky kind of a cologne perfume. This one was by far the worst. It did get better when I left it out for a week. Anyway, week ahead, speaking of week, the Tower. Man, hang on. Before you start Monday, put a seatbelt on, because it's going to be a ride, right? You got the Tower card right next to Justice and the Sun. Next week is going to be quite the ride indeed. You need to be prepared. Go ahead and get the Lexapro ready. You got the Tower moment, like Monday, just like, there it is. Boom! And you're like, no. But yeah, you're gonna need the seatbelt. You're gonna need the airbags being deployed. Justice card. So somebody is looking for something. Somebody's reaching for something. Something needs to happen. Week ahead with it. The Sun says things clear up, but that Tower moment is gonna start you off. It's like when you invested in stocks and you wake up Monday morning and your whole portfolio's solid red. The whole thing is red. It's like when that happens, you should have shifted into some other asset. You got to watch the news. Because you have to be able to shift into something else if the whole thing's going to go red. You got to be flexible, my friends. You can't just dump it on the stocks and just ride it out sometimes. I guess you could, but sometimes. The word today is stank. Reiki, I agree. It is one of them stanking cards. One of them stinking cards over there today. You never know what you're going to get. By the way, Maruta, you are now moderator. Maruta has been here I think every single day. I know a lot of y'all here every day. Paul is here every day. Ms. Terrell D's been here almost every day lately. We got Reiki's been here every day. Maruta. Maruta's in here doing the cheerleading thing. Maruta's saying hello to people. Maruta's the nicest person in here. And Maruta, I just appreciate you. So I bumped you up to moderator. Congratulations. Everybody congratulate Maruta, our newest moderator on the team. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and being here. I appreciate you. Maruta, you're just amazing. All right, let's go forth with the next read, which is Nakona. It's got the $5 read. How will this plan be? Let me zoom in here. I can't read this for some reason. How will this plan 8 I have in motion work out next year? All right, we got a plan in motion. We got some things happening. I think it's sort of, we're sort of in there. Four of Swords needs more plans. Ace of Wands, you need, okay, we got a lot of advice here. Let's go through it. Let's go through it quickly. The Four of Swords, the plan that you have in motion, you need to make sure that you have factored in all of this stuff, because there's a couple of just curveballs that are headed your direction with this plan. A couple of curveballs that are headed that way. So you may want to readdress the planning stage. And are you ready to make this happen? Are you ready to make the next move? Do you have everything factored in? It's like playing chess. What do you got that's going to be the opponent's move that's going to just upend you? Because if you don't think that out first, so in other words, make sure you plan it correctly. Page of Wands says, you want to dip your toe into the water first. It's almost like, okay, let's say if you're doing woodworking, right? You don't want to start your first woodworking job by building a house, right? You want to start small, dip your toe into the water. And that's what the Page of Wands is going for. You want to get some fiery action here. Clearly you do. Ace of Wands says we're going to get the fiery action going. But it's saying dip your toe into the water first. Don't build the house as your first project. Build maybe a tarot tower, you know, something like that. Make your mistakes. Learn a little bit. MW, thank you for your donation. But the Page of Cups says don't be too upset when things go sideways, because again, you got a couple of curveballs, so it's natural that you don't go nuts or upset or too much when things go a little bit sideways, because they will, because there is a level of complexity here you haven't thought of. Ace of Wands says when you start, you need to go 150% in, right? You've dipped your toe into the water over here. When you start, you need to really start 150% straight in, no delay, straight in. All right? Because if you start and you don't get it rolling and rock and rolling at first, something's going to stall and you're not going to realize the potential that you need. Christina, welcome. Good to see you. Renee, or Reene, thank you for your donation. I appreciate it. Jamie Lee's got a couple of things going on. Does M or A love me more? I love you more than M and A combined, Jamie. Is what I'm talking about.
I love you.
So you don't need to worry about them. I love you more than M or A. All right, this is a throwdown. Another one over here. Who has more hearts? Who's got more hearts for me? M is on the left and A is on the right. Oh, Jesus. A is pretty good with that. A is pretty good with that. All right. M loves you. M is all in there. M loves you there is what I'm saying. But M isn't exactly on point with where you want to be. They got a little of the devil action going there. A little bit of the devil action going there. They're masking it with some success. But they got a little devil thing happening. You need to be aware of that before you sort of dip in there with M. Now, who loves you more over here? A does love you, but man, there's an instability. It's almost like, they're going to cause you a little bit of grief, cause you a little bit of problems. They love you, but they're going to bring a price to pay with a little bit of grief. But there's always, it is Renee, pronounced the typical way. There you go. All right. Renee, I try. They're going to bring in a little bit of grief, but man, they're emotional. Look at this. This is sort of this emotional rider, right? They're hovering over the lake, very introspective, very emotional, very sort of wearing emotions on their sleeve. But they love you. They adore you. They want to be all up in that. They want to be all up in Jamie Lee. All right, YouTube user is next. Is the current job safe? Are they going to fire my booty and kick me out? We don't know. Let's look. One of the lesser used decks over here. This is lesser used, but we're not going to ignore it because the Lover's card is the weirdest looking card in the middle of the deck. It is so weird. All right. Let's see where we're going with all of this. Man. All right. Do I have a button for this one? Maybe. Maybe not. No, I redid my buttons. I got a lot of tarot decks that are missing now. I redid my buttons because, I mean, you know, I got a lot of new decks. I'm at a point where it's impossible. So here's what I'd normally do. I normally have a button, right? So I'll press a button and it'll say the Golden Wheel Tarot. I'll be, look, this is the Golden Wheel Tarot. But I have 250 decks now, so I don't have enough space to do that. The second thing that I do is I'll be like, it's the Misrak Tarot. So I have the box next to me, right? I'll be a Misrak Tarot. It's a little wizard's tarot. But with 250 decks, I don't have space for that either. So I'm in this weird position where I can't do some of the stuff I'd like to do. But, you know, so I'm sorry if I don't say the deck's names all the time, but I'm at a point where I just have so many decks that it's outrageous. Anyway, is the current job safe? Death card. I think it's safe for you. I think it's safe for you. Not everybody, but I think it's safe for you. You're going through changes over here. The 7, the death card. If you can get out, if you can find a new opportunity, I think that is going to be good, right? The 7 of Swords. Can I escape? Can I get out? Can I find it? And we're back. Keep a title card on each one. Some don't come with a title card, unfortunately. The 7 of Swords. Sometimes it's good to escape at the right moment, right? It's good to escape at the right moment. August looks like that could be your right moment. Now, entertainment purposes only. Never look for a job based upon some random dude on YouTube, right? I am said random dude on YouTube. So you gotta be careful with that. All right, let's turn the decks off. We just freaked out the stream. We just clicked on the wrong button and freaked out the stream, and I locked my PC up. All right, by the way, we're ending us soon. We're wrapping up the readings. If you can get out, get out. There are changes coming. It shouldn't affect you dramatically, but it will put you in a weird situation where you have a new manager or you're moved over to someplace else. Knight of Cups, right? Knight of Cups. If you can make a contact and you can get out of there, now, August may be the time, but obviously entertainment. MW, I start college soon. What can I expect coming in? Ooh, that's a good question. That is a good question indeed. Everybody likes those fresh college freshman years, you know, the fresh, beautiful freshman college years where everything works great, everything's amazing. You got meet some new loves and all of that other stuff. Anyway, we're ending soon. We got Reene and we got utubeuser, and then we are out of here. What can I expect? The Forest Lord. The people that you meet are going to be critical, If you can find some study buddies, I think that's going to be good for you. You're going to make some new friends almost immediately, like you run into a group of new friends, making that happen. 5 of Spells said, you get into this mode to where you regret going. All right, I'm just going to go out there on a limb. You get into this mode where you regret going. You're like, oh, it's either it's inconvenient or you're not emotionally into it. The subjects that you get, the books that you get aren't good. You're finding something there that is just difficult indeed. Anyway, Jamie Lee, you are next. I got you next. The 2 of Challenges does say that you're going to have to step up to the plate and make some changes in your life because of this move. You have a lot of changes coming your way, but you are going to have to step up and make changes too. You can't exist the way that you've always existed. There's some dramatic things that you're going to need to make changes to in order for this to work long term. But if you're willing to step up and do it, that is going to be the big component and the big deal there. So yeah, make friends. Making friends is going to be easy, simple. I think it's going to be good for you. You're going to have a lot of new friends, a lot of good things with that. You need to be flexible. The more flexible you are with how you approach things once you get there, the better off you're going to be. Because if you just hardline it, you're like, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that, I think you're going to kind of get into a rut with that. Now it's time for the Golden Tarot. Do I love M or A? M is over here, and A is over here. Let me see, who do you love? Who do you love, M or A? M is too different from you. M is just getting beat down tonight. So, if M is tuned in, I'm sorry, but you're getting a beat down tonight. M is too different from you. We saw it with the devil over there. We're seeing it sort of again with a hanged man, different sort of outlook, a different sort of perspective with that 9 of coins, right? If you stick with them, I think they're going to be decent, but love is really sort of sketch. But that 9 of Wands and that 8 of Swords, man, I think that you love A the most. You do love A the most. And A is really getting the love balloons tonight. But I think that's the truth. I think that you love A the most. The biggest thing is the 8 of Swords. Why can't you love A? What are they doing? What restrictions are on A where you can't get in there, where you can't do what you want to do with A? What restrictions are there? Are they too far away? Are they not available? Are they kind of weird? What's going on with A that's preventing you from manifesting what you really need? Week ahead for Reene. See, I got to pronounce it right. Y'all all know this one. This is the most neglected deck that I have. It is a Deviant Moon. I trim this one too. I go wild when I get a new deck. We trim it. We make it look good. Look at how beautiful that is trimmed. That's what I'm talking about. Week ahead. Okay, the 9. Overall, a very fulfilling week. A lot of happiness that comes through this week. It's just very nice indeed. Now, the 4, man, that 4. You're going to need to kind of be careful this week and make things count, because there's going to be a lot of things that are given to you, that are offered to you, that could be just this big, and I mean big, beginning to something. And you're going to have to make that count. If you just get it and you'll be like, nah, it's not going to make it count. You want to embrace whatever's given to you, go forth and make it happen, and then it's going to be big. King of Cups. Stay emotionally stable. Going to be a couple of things pulling your emotion at the end of the week, but you're going to have to pull it back a little bit. And that's going to be important to you indeed. YouTube user, what are N's actual feelings for me in general? Does he have genuine love, or is it just one-sided? Is it YouTube user being over there and being emotional? Is that what's going on with this? Maybe. Oh, Jesus. I mean, it's kind of one-sided right now. It's kind of one-sided. But you are being emotional with this. You are very emotional with this indeed. This is something that's coming up for you. Again, couple of weeks, it's going to be, a little bit better. But yeah, is this something very emotional for you, very pulled? And I think that's because you're worried about losing them, right? Losing them. You get that 8 of Swords. Like, I can't do anything. I can't control it. I think that's going to be difficult indeed. I just can't do what I want to do within. And that it sort of leaves you out of control. I know you don't like being out of control. You like being in command. You like being in control. That is your sort of forte, because you're good at stuff. And when you're good at things, normally you're able to just command whatever you want, make it happen. The Fool says you're very worried that they're going to wander off forever too. That's the other big thing. You got to relax. You just got to relax. Take it down a notch. Settle down. They're not thinking about you right now. They're doing their own thing, right? So yeah, it is one-sided. You got to bring it down a little bit, and overall, just settle down. Just settle down with it. I think it's going to be okay. And with that, we are out of here. More Deviant Moon tarot porn for you, more deviant moon tarot for you. Since it never comes up, this was a night of misfit toys or misfit tarot decks that I don't use in a long time. We will come back with a regular set of tarot decks tomorrow. Hopefully you enjoy this forte into the old school tarots, and we'll see you then.